Welcome back to this video channel. All these videos in this channel are made to guide you home to your true self. And your true self is this infinite, pure, beautiful state of awareness. This place where all concepts and all thoughts of the mind are just completely silenced. And together with this open heart that brings you these waves of endless love, it's just being that remains. It's just being in this peaceful state, this silence, peaceful state. So this video again is an invitation for you to come over this way, because it's beautiful. And before you are ready to start your awakening process, there's still some work to be done, and somewhere along this spiritual journey it will be time to heal your old wounds, just to close your past up completely. Because most of the time there are still old emotions stored and they are still blocking your energy from flowing freely. And how do these emotions get into there? Because it's actually sort of a garbage bin that is filling up with old emotions. Most of the time when in your life, in this human experience, there are some traumatic events coming by. And when a traumatic event happens, most of the time the emotions that come up with this traumatic event are so strong that you go into survival mode, and you are not capable of coping with these strong emotions at that moment. So you actually step out of it and store it for a while. And when these emotions build up, you actually are creating a garbage bin for old emotions and old negative energies. And when they store up, you have this permanent feeling of inconvenience just in your stomach area. Maybe it feels like a sort of brick being present in your stomach area. And when you dwell a lot in the past, most of the time there are old memories that still needs to be healed. And somewhere along your journey, it is time to heal those old memories. And when the time is right, you will feel very emotional. You will feel very emotional, and you need little triggers to start the process. And then maybe you start crying a lot, and then you just know from deep inside that it's time to start this healing process. There are many sorts of traumas that can cause this buildup of energy. Maybe in childhood you were abused, or your environment was unsafe. Maybe your relationship with your parents or your brother and sister was not well. Maybe you had a very difficult birth. All sorts of things can be in that garbage bin. Also smaller things like feeling guilty. These can all be stored inside of you, and it blocks your energy. And when you want to experience this beautiful silence and pure awareness, that garbage bin needs to be emptied. So when the time is right, you feel very emotional, you know the work is going to be there. Because all the practices that I'm teaching in my previous videos are reducing the power of your ego, and thereby the lid on your garbage bin will be thinner, and there will be an automatic process starting these emotions coming into consciousness. And the only thing really that you have to do is, when these emotions come back into consciousness and the situations are seen again, you have to fully feel the emotions that come along with those memories. And when you feel them completely and you do the suffering that you needed to do when these traumas happened, then the emotions and the energy will just reduce until it's fully gone, and then that memory is fully healed. Now, I have some advice. Maybe it's wise to seek some help with it and not try to cope with it alone. And the method you can use, there are several methods that you can use. You can go into regression therapy, maybe you use hypnosis, maybe you do energy and body work, whatever suits you. Maybe a shaman comes along and teaches you in an ayahuasca ceremony. When you are this far in your spiritual journey, maybe you're already 10 or 12 years in your path, then your guidance will be so strong that from deep inside your intuition, you know which method is appropriate for you. And always when I talk about this item, it triggers a lot of fear with people, and that's normal. That's completely normal, because you know what it's stored in this garbage bin of emotions is it's not happy memories. So it's always a heavy memory that is stored inside, and you always have this fear what might come up. So you need to find some courage to dive into this, but it's really necessary to empty that garbage bin so you can be completely free and living completely in the now. So when the time is right, please find the courage, find some help, and you know what method will be right. And I promise you, the only thing that come up are really heavy emotions. It's only memories that are stored in there. It's never gonna kill you, it's never gonna affect you physically. It's emotions, and they can be really strong, but you can also go through it and let go of those old emotions, and you will see that that nasty feeling that is still there in your stomach and that need to change will fully be healed, and you can be free of it, and then you can close your past forever, and that brings that you can live your life fully in the present, and that is truly amazing. And that's certainly an item that is very important to be able to awaken in the future, and be able to, at the end of your process, experience this pure awareness and this beautiful silence, and live your life so that it can unfold itself from moment to moment, without steering and without the one in need. You know, there was always inside of me the one that needed change, and that one is completely gone. And it's such a beautiful experience, and I really wish for everybody else to experience exactly the same thing. So please find the courage to close your past forever. Thank you for watching this video.